get real shy about public speaking, but I do a good job of writing what I feel. So I might not have a lot of eye contact, but I think I like what I wrote. So all right. I'd like to thank the University Selection Committee for the honoring this class of USC Indians. USC Indians. All right. I do enjoy the Thunderwolves, but we're Indians from at heart. So all right. So writing a speech is difficult, but at the same time, it's easy when it's about a sport that you've spent your entire life dedicated to. Within a short amount of time, how can I tell multiple stories and adventures of the guys that I'm sharing this with? If you have ever had some beers with wrestlers, that's one thing that there's plenty of stories. Lots of stories,
Oh, that's funny.
I would like to thank Dax Charles for inviting me into CSUPueblo's wrestling workout and wrestling practice yesterday. It reminded me of many things. The hard work that we put in, how young we were nearly 30 years ago, and the blood, sweat, and pain that we went through and overcame on a daily basis. I even kind of hyperextend my elbow, so but that's fine. I still did beat the butt, so all right. It would have been easy to run off the amazing stats that we accomplished individually and as a team. For the record, just in this group of 7 guys, we had 20 plus national qualifiers, 19 All-Americans, 5 national runner-ups, and 4 national champions. But that wouldn't truly explain why this was a great team. Many of us came to this program that had a strong senior class that was led by the great Chuck Pfeiffer. He was on his way to winning his 3rd national championship. Chuck provided me with the learning curve and blueprint that you can either get better or you could quit. I didn't quit. The more I thought about what made this team successful, the more it came back to Coach Doug Moses. Coach Moses instilled in his wrestlers a never quit, give 100% of yourself, outside approach and inside, in practice and outside. All right. But not a taskmaster. He was a father with a father's love. I love you, Mo. All right. When you heard that gravelly yell of support from the corner of the mat, inside you knew that you would do just about anything to not let this man down. Coach Moses also provided many of us with priceless opportunities that we may never have gotten in life. Being able to see this beautiful country, to wrestle with the best in the nation, and to spend the best summers of our lives with legends like Dan Gable. All right. Coach Moses brought together this group of characters, a lot of characters. Those wrestlers, oh my goodness, but awesome, from many different backgrounds. A couple of rough country boys from the Western Slopes, a tough wild child from the streets of Loveland, 2 kids from opposite sides of Albuquerque, the Heights and the Valley, and a grinder from Lamar, and a Cajun that you could barely understand from New Orleans when he first came here. Sure, he realized that we were all good athletes, but I believe that Mo sought out special young men with an X factor, one with the same heart and drive that he himself has. Then he molded them individually to becoming the best that they could possibly be with phenomenal technique and grueling practices. You can see Moses' influence and what he instilled by the way that it has trickled down. A multitude of coaches at many different levels have come from his program. Many of his wrestlers have dedicated years giving back to their community and have produced multiple champions of their own. Some of these coaches' kids are or did pretty good themselves. Sometime as time goes by, you forget things from your past. But being around these guys again, the memories come flooding back. You begin to remember looking around the practice room, being in best shape of your life, breathing hard, sweating, aching, and sometimes bleeding, thinking, these are some mean, tough, and talented guys. We may come from different backgrounds, but we are all related. We all know how to reach deep inside to that primal intensity while striving to physically and mentally break our opponents. And we are always looking for the next great challenge. These are my brothers for life, and I am honored we are going into Hall of Fame together.
Look at that made up there.
That was